Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be planning out my catch-all spread for the week of February 27th through March 5th. And this is DC or Go Wild week. I'm not going to be at Go Wild, but I'll be in DC with some friends and just hopefully meeting up with some people who are attending Go Wild. And I wanted to do like a fun kind of DC kind of travel theme for this week. I went to Joann's and got some fun scrapbook paper because I have some According to Allie stickers that I could not wait to use. Allie released 2 different sheets of cherry blossoms in her Etsy shop, the lined cherry blossoms and cherry blossoms 2, which are the colorful ones, and you can use my code Caitlin10 to save 10% off at According to Allie. I'm thinking I'm gonna mix and match the 2 of these, but I went to Joann's. I had an idea of what these stickers looked like in my head because I had them at home. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pick out some scrapbook paper varieties that maybe will match, and I came home and put them all next to each other, and I have decided on one. I love this pink polka dot pattern. I think it matches really well with the pink tone that Allie used here. I actually got it so that I could use these things on the back, but then I realized that, this is such a close match. I also got some postage stamp scrapbook paper that I thought would be really cute, but it just seems a little too much with the actual stickers. So we're going to stick in the pink on pink kind of thing here. While I was at Joann's, I also grabbed this Heidi Swap paper pad. It is a Sun Chaser. There's 6x8 sheets of paper, and there's all sorts of fun patterns in here. But I think the polka dots might be nice to do a polka dot on polka dot kind of thing, because we've got the pink flowers and then the black and white flowers, so we'll mix and match all like that. I grabbed these Maggie Holmes round trip stickers because I thought it might be fun to have this pink plane or the binoculars, some sightseeing kind of stuff in there. So a little bit travel inspired. I might have to go find wherever I put my Maggie Holmes round trip ephemera, because I think I have some of these as ephemera pieces. I will just have to find them. But this is going to be what I've got supplies-wise. I'm going to go ahead and pop this off the discs and let's get started. I'm going to begin with this scrapbook paper, and since I bought it for the things on the other side, I think I need to decide which of these I'm okay just not using in my planner, and I don't think I'm ever going to use this, and I don't exactly like these 2 tag things up here, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut them out. That way we have an area of scrapbook paper that I am okay ripping into with no concern for what's on the back side of it. I think this will end up being enough scrapbook paper. If I need more, I can make some decisions on what else I'm willing to sacrifice. But it's things I love this card right here. I like that. I really like that. Oh, they're so cute. They're fun for the junk journal too, to buy just the sheet of scrapbook paper and then cut it apart, and it's almost as if it's ephemera. So we've got this. Seems to be a decent amount of scrapbook paper. It's just going to be a matter of getting it to be the right shape that I want, because this is kind of a different size than what I typically work with. I'm going to just start tearing right here. I'd like a corner piece to go up on Monday because I want the cherry blossoms to be kind of up like they're in a tree. It's just so weird to have it on the back side of that. And I'm going to take my Tombow Mono Dots adhesive to put that into place. I do like I think they consider it designer paper crafting or whatever it is. So it's the collections by Maggie Holmes or Jen Hadfield, all those little collections that they have at Joann's. They're the American Crafts ones. And I like the paper variety more so than the open stock paper that they have. But it's hard to work with double-sided paper because more often than not, I end up liking the design that's on both sides of the paper. And then I have to make some hard decisions on, well, which one do I want? And I don't typically, okay, so if you were scrapbooking, maybe not, this probably isn't a good example of this, but if you were doing scrapbook pages, and you have them in the clear scrapbook sleeves, you could probably get away with having one spread on one side of the page and one on the other side. The way that I do it, I rip the paper up just small enough that it doesn't really matter, because I'll be able to use both sides of the scrapbook paper. But if you're using whole sheets of it, then you have to decide, do you want the front design or the back design more? Luckily, Joann's was having a 50% off a scrapbook paper sale, so you could buy 2 sheets and it would be essentially the price of 1 normal sheet of scrapbook paper. I'm going to add in a little bit of this layered with the polka dots. So it's essentially like you can get 2 for the price of 1. So if I really wanted this and I really wanted whatever was on the other side, I would just get 2 sheets. Joann's scrapbook paper sales for the win. Okay, this is gonna layer right here. The scrapbook paper looks fun together. And then I'm gonna go in with one of the big branches, so kind of like the branch of a tree coming in from the edge of the spread. I don't think we're gonna be able to see cherry blossoms while we're in DC. The timing just isn't exactly right for like the cherry blossom season, but I don't know. Stranger things have happened. I'm gonna place this like right here, kind of coming in from the edge, and we could scatter some more kind of around it. In an ideal world, I'd have these stickers really big so that they would like really swoop into the spread, but you know, you're kind of limited to the size constraints of a sticker sheet, so it's all good. It would be cool to have it kind of poke out more beyond the edge of this scrapbook paper, but I already tore it, so it's just gonna live that way. And then I think I want the plane, this little pink plane kind of flying in from that corner through the cherry blossoms. I don't know how well this is gonna work, you know? I have an idea in my mind of what I want, but putting it on paper is a different thing. The colors work really well, and I don't hate it. I'm actually not gonna be flying out until Wednesday. I've got work on Monday and Tuesday, but the plane is cute, and it's on the half of the week that I will be flying out. And then I fly back Sunday, so if we had 2 planes, that would make a little bit more sense. I'm gonna start just kind of digging around the craft room and trying to find the rest of the ephemera, because I want to see if there's anything else that might work better than what I have left of this sticker sheet, because I've used some of it. I found a few things from the ephemera set. Some of these might actually be Jen Hadfield because I have them mixed together in a box. I don't know if I'm going to use any or all of them. I'm just going to put them off to the side, and we will have to wait and see on that one. Maybe a little bit of scrapbook paper down here on this side. I am going to need this to be pretty functional in terms of boxes because there are travel plans to be written down. But when I get to DC, everything's kind of up in the air. So we don't have like a whole lot of things like on the agenda. We have some ideas of things we'd like to go do, but the schedule is not set in stone in the way that it would be like if I were attending the conference, like where there's sessions and keynote speakers and stuff. We're just gonna go and we're gonna go to museums and restaurants and hang out, that kind of thing. And we have like an Airbnb. We're not staying at the hotel because we're not going to the conference. So we got an Airbnb that's a little bit closer to like the activities that we want to do. It'll be fun. It's going to be myself and Em and Heather. She's on Instagram as, I believe, Wildly Heather. And then Em's fiance, Gil. So it'll be a good group of people to just like hang out with and see DC. A lot of us, well, all of us, I think, are really into museums. So that's kind of going to be the main activity. I like the little suitcase over here because I'm going to be packing probably Monday and Tuesday. I want to get some of the black and white line art stickers on the page first, though. And I was just going to layer them with the regular cherry blossoms just to make things interesting. So these ones are a little bit of a closer view where they're on the branches, and then these ones are a little bit further away, I think. And I'm going to have this one kind of cut through the corner of the cluster. Part of this is going to get like blocked out by the suitcase. I don't know why I made that weird noise. Part of this is going to get blocked out by the suitcase, but it'll layer behind it nicely, so that'll be fun. I panicked the other day because I was at TJ Maxx and I'm like, oh no, I think so I don't do a lot of flying. I'm from the Midwest, so grew up driving everywhere, even if it was like ridiculously long, like road trips. So it was like we drove to Disney World and it was like 18 hours in the car, like that kind of thing. But nobody bats an eye at that here, or at least where I grew up. Like, no, you just drive everywhere. That's kind of the given. So we didn't do a lot of flying. My mother is also like super afraid of planes, so we just didn't fly places. I didn't really fly many places in college beyond like just flying home for like breaks and stuff like that. But I also, this is going to sound ridiculous, I have a little bit of a fear of checked bags. Number one, I don't believe that it's worth it to check a bag because it's just so expensive. It's way too expensive to check a bag when you go on an airplane. And I am always like, I was always going to places where I didn't need to check a bag because I would always have like, if I was flying home for a break, I would have clothes at my parents' house. So I wouldn't need to like pack a whole bunch. I always just flew with a carry-on, and I was nervous that they would lose my bag or my bag would get stolen or broken into or something like that. But we're going to DC for like 5 days, so I have to check a bag, and it's been giving me a little bit of anxiety. I know that's really stupid. It's just been making me nervous. And I was at TJ Maxx and I panicked, and I'm like, what if the suitcase I have, you know, the suitcase that we drive places with, so there's no like size constraints, what if that suitcase is too big to be a checked bag? I was reading through the descriptions of checked bags on the airline website, and I'm like, I don't know if this fits. I'm going to have to measure it. I'm going to have to weigh it. So I bought another suitcase, and now I'm kind of regretting that. I'm like, no, I don't think I need another suitcase. And I came home, and my boyfriend, who flies like a lot because his family lives on the East Coast, he was like, that's like a carry-on bag size. And I'm like, I don't know how big suitcases are supposed to be for planes, so I gotta reevaluate some stuff before I actually pack my bag. I gotta decide if I can return this suitcase. I did ask when I bought it, I'm like, can I return this suitcase if it doesn't work out? And they're like, yeah, you got 30 days. So we'll see. But he's like, well, it might be nice for you to like own a carry-on sized suitcase too, because the one that I typically carry on, I either will bring my backpack and then like put my laptop and everything in that, or I'll bring like a Vera Bradley Weekender bag, which can hold a surprising amount of clothing. But since we're going to be there for 5 days and we're not going to be at the conference, so everyone's like, oh, we'll bring our planners. We're going to hang out in the house and like do planner stuff, which will be more chill than being at the conference. So I want to be able to like bring stuff. So I don't know. I got to figure out the bag situation. I think that's a really cute little cluster with the cherry blossoms, and my rambling about checking a bag. It would be cute to maybe have some like big glitter letters that say DC, and I know I have some letters that I could use. And it wouldn't be bad to have them like Wednesday, Thursday split between the two pages, or probably on the second half of the spread where I'm like fully gonna be in DC. Let's just leave these clusters here for a second, and I'm gonna flip over and just get some more stuff done. Where is my polka dot paper? So Sunday is gonna mainly be a travel day. I think we technically have the Airbnb through Monday. Emma's taking care of it. She's my angel. I'm gonna be leaving on Sunday. I got things to do, gotta get back to the real world, and eventually have that sticker release, which I think is gonna be, I'm planning in advance. So I can't give you like an exact date, but it's going to be either like this weekend or like the Monday directly following DC. I've been working on all my designs. They were supposed to be for February, and then just everything got super complicated around here, so had to push that off. I'm gonna place this right here in the corner, and we're gonna go back to that spotty dotty scrapbook paper that I've kind of ripped into like a weird shape, but it's fine, you know, organic shapes. Like right there, maybe? That could be cute. I'm trying not to just rip this scrapbook paper apart. Trying to keep it down on one side of the scrapbook paper. That way I can use it for a different project, because I have some scrapbook paper in my stash that has just been like ripped to shreds, and I have like a bunch of it, but it's all random shapes. So if I can try to keep the scrapbook paper in somewhat of a usable shape, it's a little bit easier for me in the long run. Got the cherry blossoms. Oh, we could even put DC like in this cluster. That could be really cute. Let me go find my gold letters. I have this package of Sticko letters that I've been working through for like maybe a year and a half now. They don't actually stick to things. They kind of need to be glued down, but fun little touch to add something over here. I do want the flowers to stick out from behind them though. That's going to be the tricky thing. But if I peel them both up off of the sheet, they're not going to stick to the pages. Like, yes, they are sticky. They're supposed to be stickers, but they don't actually stay where you put them. So I use the Tombow Mono Dots to just keep them in place. But if I position them like this, we can start trying to like figure out, okay, where are different things going? Got the other kind of like fun cherry blossom branch, which I was thinking would probably go in this corner to offset the other one that I placed in the sidebar. But maybe I should have it like up in the upper corner and then do like one of the branches off of this for behind the DC letters. So I was thinking like this could go like maybe right here. We're just kind of placing things. We've got loose cherry blossoms. Allie did a nice job of doing both the line art and or like the single blooms and the ones that are on branches. I like that she kind of combined and mixed and matched that. So this is essentially where the DC text is going to go. So we can just kind of cluster the flowers around that. And this is kind of a, you know, we'll figure it out as we go along moment. Yep, I just put that flower directly behind the letter. I don't want them to be completely blocked out because they're really pretty. That looks a little bit better. And then I can probably have like one or two of them that overlap the letters. Let's just get some of the adhesive going. I want them to go right where I have them, so I'm going to just kind of lift and adhere. Not the most, you know, technical process here, but if I peel up that side and I stick them in place, and then I peel up the other side and stick them in place, I think that should get decent coverage to just keep them where I want them. So we've got that. And we'll do this one. Fabulous. There is some overhang on this floral right here. I'm just going to cut it off and move it elsewhere. It's got a nice little flat edge, so I could line it up with one of the letters. Picked up some random sticker paper from the scissors, but it's white sticker paper, so we'll just do that. Fabulous. And now I want a little bit of the floral, or some of the florals to go like over the letters to kind of keep them in place or just provide some visual interest, you know. So I'll just do that. So that's what we've got for DC. Any Maggie Holmes ephemera I can use over here might be nice. I like the little taxi cab. That's kind of cute. Binoculars, those are fun. But if we're like thinking about modes of transportation, we've got the like plane and the air. I'm going to do the taxi cab just like down here by DC. These are also kind of printed on like a thicker sticker paper, like a chipboard. So maybe I should, for, you know, for my own sake, just kind of apply them with a little bit of Tombow as well. I'm going to place this taxi cab right down here with DC. It would be cute if I had some stickers of some monuments or whatever. I went to Joann's to go get like the scrapbook paper, and they have these sheets of stickers that are just like travel themed, where it's like, okay, we've got a sheet of stickers for Chicago, a sheet of stickers for New York City, and they have like a DC one, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get the DC sticker pack. It was the one sheet of stickers that they were sold out of. I'm like, seriously? Guess everybody's going to DC who is shopping at Joann's, apparently. Okay, that's a cute little corner cluster. I don't remember what I was saying because my phone just started screeching. Like I've heard that noise before, but I was like, what is going on? We got like an Amber Alert like pop up, and it was just like, it's kind of scary. I mean, obviously it is scary, but I was not expecting to get like an alert like that from my phone. So I was just not prepared. Made me jump. The video saved, so we are all good. It is actually not even near here, so I don't think I could be of much help anyway, but we're just gonna add in some scrapbook paper up here at the top. We got like a thing going on with the scrapbook paper. And then this one is gonna go right up against the edge of the page and just like this top line. I do wish, like in retrospect, that I didn't have like, you know, the same corners covered on both pages, but it'll be fine. It's not like the end of the world to have it like that. And I can make them kind of different shapes by adding in a little bit more of this one, for example. So if we do like that, which I'm not sure I like that as much, let me just kind of reevaluate this. That's the nice thing about scrapbook paper, is you can just kind of rip it down to whatever size you need. Let's do that, and once I get like the cherry blossoms on the page, it'll work out a little bit better. So this piece of paper is going to go right up here to the top of the page, and then I'm going to cover it up with some flowers. These ones are really pretty. And I'm going to add in some flowers that like aren't on top of clusters too. So not everything needs to be layered with the scrapbook paper. I just want some of the pink ones in there. I would like to layer them so that every cluster has like a little bit of the black and white and a little bit of the pink. This one didn't get any of the black and white, so let's go add some of that in. I don't know if it'd be too much to add this branch or if I should just stick with like the single blooms for this. Let's just go with the single blooms. Might make things a little bit easier. And then this one is going to go like right over here. So we do have some cherry blossoms that come off the edge of the scrapbook paper. I'm trying to pick little pictures or little stickers off of this that have like travel theme stuff, because you know it's like a swan or a strawberry. Trying to pick things that are a little bit more explicitly traveling to go with my traveling themed spread. I grabbed the binoculars and a journal, and again I'm just going to add in a little bit of this just kind of as a precaution so that things don't come up from the pages as I'm traveling, and then I'll have to like deal with loose stickers, because I don't think I'm going to take all of my planner supplies, like, you know, the Tombow and the scissors and the whiteout or whatever. I might just take one Simply Gilded album and then just fill it with all the stickers that I kind of think I would like to have while I'm there. So we've got the binoculars, we've got this journal, because journal is similar enough to a planner, huh? Cutting off just any overhang that we've got there. And I wish I had some like fun travel themed quotes. I just don't know where I would look for travel themed quotes. One option is the Maggie Holmes Round Trip paper pad. It has kind of these ephemera bits in it, but I'm just not sold completely on those. We've got the gold with the gold glitter letters, so I could take the Gentle Reminders book and just use these. I like Let Joy Be Your Compass, like traveling, always shine bright, enjoy life. You know, that's kind of cute. So let's add some of these in. This is one of the newer Happy Planner sticker books. I've been liking the quotes out of it just because they are decently sized and they fit in the planners that I'm using. We're going to go with Enjoy Life up here in this cluster. And then Let Joy Be Your Compass might be nice for like the sidebar, because not a lot going on Monday, Tuesday beyond like packing and work and that kind of stuff. So it could be cute to just have it right down here. Compass is a little bit oddly shaped for this quote, because I was hoping to be able to like just have it right up against the edge of the page, but I have to center it a little bit more. I'm considering cutting compass off and just like placing the pieces separately. Let's get rid of this week's list before I place this on top of it. We can still kind of fit it in the sidebar if I have it like that, but even if I cut them apart, it doesn't mean that I have to like realign them, you know? So I could go back to what it originally was, even if I have them cut apart. So let's just start by placing compass, because that's going to be the tricky word to place. And then we can decide where we want the Let Joy Be Your. I'm just going to center that in the sidebar. I think that fits the space a little bit better, and We could even tack in like a flower or two to just bring the pieces together. You got the side profile view of the cherry blossom. Cute. I don't know if I want one of these over there or not. I'm just gonna let that stay for now. This is taking a while. I'm sorry if you're not like someone who really likes super long videos, but I'm just trying to figure it all out at once. I'll take my other branch of cherry blossoms. And this one I was gonna have kind of come in from this angle, so right through Sunday. With the little scrap that came off the edge of the page, I'm gonna put right into that like DC letter cluster to add a little extra something. This camera sticker is really cute, so let's find a place for that. I don't know if I want it like right there per se. Could be nice just like layered over that. These are coming up a little bit, but I'll probably just take my two-way glue pen and put those right back into place. Or should I have the camera like up here with the cherry blossoms? That might be nice. And then I'll layer it with one of these. Just pre-layering that so that I can put them exactly where I'd like. We've got a lot of cherry blossoms. I think I underestimated how many cherry blossom stickers I'd have for this. I'm gonna do a little bit of like workspace cleanup and then grab some boxes so I can get the functional stuff on the pages. To match the letters and the quotes, I'm gonna go with gold foiled boxes for this one. Starting with these, I'm gonna use these to mark just flights because flying is gonna take up a decent amount of time. My flight is technically Wednesday afternoon, but I have a hunch that once we get to DC, we're gonna be doing stuff. So I'm gonna leave some room after that. And then this one is gonna be my Sunday flight, and beyond flying out of DC on Sunday, I don't really have much on the books. We might go out for breakfast, but not everything needs to be in the planner, you know? Got work shifts Monday and Tuesday leading up to the trip. So I'll place these skinny boxes for that. Rent is also due on the 1st, so we're gonna place a box for that. Even though I will be on vacation, it still is due. And now I don't really know what our plans are, so I'm just gonna place random stickers. I feel like that's the best way to do this, is just to like place a bunch of boxes and fill them in as the week goes on. Grabbing this Colorful Boxes book because it's the only one that has this size left in it. And I feel like these are good for like dinner or activities, that kind of thing. Give me a minute, I'm just gonna place a bunch of boxes and I'll be right back because this video is kind of dragging on. Okay, so a bunch of boxes are in place. I doubt we're actually gonna use this many boxes to do this many things, but I kind of want to do like this spread as a little bit more of a memory keeping spread too. So it's, once we actually do stuff, I'll just like write it into the planner. It doesn't need to be a bunch of like scheduled activities. I'm moving this flower. It wasn't exactly how I liked it. I think that looks a little bit better. Now I'm going to go back with these ones and just kind of add them into areas where I think they could be nice. This one with the branch, I had one of these boxes. It was monthly box sized. So I'm going to use these to kind of cover up where the corner cuts off. And this box is essentially just going to be, remember to pack. Take this kind of fun little branch sticker. This video is a long one. Sorry about that. And I'm going to place this one just kind of along the side of this flight box right here. It will kind of cut into my writing room, but I think I'll be fine navigating around that. Cluster it with that to make it a little bit more colorful. You could even take one of these too and just do that maybe. That's not bad. This DC cluster could maybe use one more, and then this last one I'm gonna place kind of layered onto my other flight looks nice to kind of have that creep up that direction. We finished that sheet of the cherry blossoms. I've got one more left. And I think I want to use this one to balance out the other line art one that I have up here on Sunday. The colorful ones weren't completely sealed down, so I'm just gonna like slip it right underneath. That's all of the cherry blossom stickers that I've got, so it's a little crazy, but I like it. It's getting a little crazy, so I'm gonna go ahead and repunch this and just put it back on the discs. I think it's a pretty functional spread, all things considered. Alrighty, so this is what I've got for the DC spread. Hopefully I'll be filling in these boxes with like different museums that we go to or fun places that we eat, just so I have it all written down, you know, in case I ever go back to DC, that kind of thing. I like the way it turned out. I think the colors are really fun, and I do like the According to Allie cherry blossom stickers. You can use my code Caitlin10 to save 10% there, and I will try to link things down below. I have an affiliate link down below. It helps me out if you use that link. I get a little bit of a financial kickback at no cost to you. But Maggie Holmes, probably the right choice for this, the round trip stuff. Yeah, this is what it is. I mean, I don't think it's like as like carefully curated clusters as I normally do, but it was going to be a lot of boxes to begin with, so I think I'll have to be fine with this one. But there you have it. If you liked this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner related content, and follow me over on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning.